What is up, everyone? I'm in my studio right now, and I've been in this location, my wife and I moved into this house about a year ago. So, around then, I did a video of here's my home studio, this is what it looks like, and a lot has changed in a year. So, I just kind of wanted to walk you all through exactly what has changed, what gear I'm using. Because some of it's the same as it was a year ago, but a lot of it has changed. So I just kind of want to walk you all through exactly everything that I am using now, some of the acoustic stuff I've done to the walls to treat the room. So I'm just going to pick up the camera and walk you around, so it's going to be a little shaky. But there's a gear list I've provided below with all of the gear I use, even down to like what foam that I put in the panels I have on the wall and everything. So I'm just going to pick you guys up and walk you through. So get ready for some shaky cam. So I'm gonna start with I'm actually gonna walk you into the room. So this is what the room looks like from the outside, and I have not sound isolated this room. I've just treated it so that there are less harsh overtones, and I've deadened the room a little bit. So this is what the studio looks like. This is the couch that you all have seen me on once or twice. That is the desk, the command center or whatever. And that over there are the electronic drums. And then most of you are probably curious of, let me see if I can't get you some better light. This is the jazz setup, but this is the area that the drums are usually in. So as you can see, it's the corner of the room. And this wall right here where these cymbals are, this wall bumps out a little bit, and I've rested three, those are probably 8 foot tall Arlex panels. They're probably 2 feet by 8. So I'll back up and just know that those panels in that corner are 8 feet tall. So big panels, but trapping the corners, that corner and this corner, really helped. And then that soaks up there. But so behind the couch that you guys always see me shoot on, that is a panel. That's the couch, obviously, and that is a panel. That is a 4 by 8 panel. It has 3-inch Corning 703 foam in it, and that did that's a huge wall, and that did a ton to help treat the room and kill so much of the lame stuff that was going on. Those are the lights that I use for filming. And I'll walk you through some of these cymbals. So I have a prototype pair of Zildjian 12-inch down there that I bought at a pawn shop like 10 years ago. HHX Extreme crash cymbal, 22-inch Constantinople ride cymbal. The current drums that I have up right now, I have the Tama Star Classic Birch Babinga 12 by 14-inch toms with calfskin heads because I've been doing a lot of jazz lately. An 18-inch Mapex kick drum that is of the Venus series. Never heard of it, never seen it, but whatever. It sounds great. 15-inch Zildjian A 1970s hi-hats. 20-inch Constantinople medium thin low. 24-inch Istanbul Agap. So, and for mics, so right now because it's jazz, I'm only using overheads, room, so my drums sit here, and the room mic is, so it's far away, up in the corner, high, out probably 2 feet from the wall. So that's what's going on there, and I'm using overheads, room, and this overhead is a Cascade X15 stereo mic, and as you can see, the axis of it is like somewhere in between the rack tom and the floor tom, and that's so you can get a stereo image of those toms. Floor tom is a 421, which, whatever. What I usually use on the toms are Shure 98s, Beta 98s, and I kind of want to switch those out. There's a Beta 52 Shure mic on the kick drum. I have a SM81 and an SM81 bottom snare and hi-hat. There's an SM57 on the snare drum. This is a TV monitor where I can see I record in Logic, so I can see Logic set up on that. Vocals and stuff when I record. This is, I'm sure some of you have seen the video I did. That is a, it's in the thing. It's a shotgun mic though. I really like it. Not a gear guy, people, so give me a break. For my interface is down here. It is a Sapphire Pro 40. And I love it. It's pretty cost effective, pretty cheap for, I think, the sound that you get. And then it is daisy chained or whatever to a Sapphire Pro 24 to give me some extra inputs. So that's that. So Sapphire Pro 40, Sapphire Pro 24. I record all the audio on this MacBook 2009 MacBook Pro that I've upgraded the RAM and the hard drive in it. So that's nice. For most of the stuff I do now, that is a PC that I built this year. That's a whole conversation, but it's fine. These monitors, dual monitors, visual monitors, I use a Mackie big knob for controlling I have little terrible computer speakers that I reference stuff when I'm mixing. And then I use these JBL 8-inch audio monitors. Rollin V-drum kit, super cool. This closet is full of a bunch of extra snares, which I'll list out. A bunch of cases, the Rogers kit that a bunch of you have seen, the rest of that Tama kit, all the way back. I got some drum heads, and then there's a bunch of just odds and ends. Oh, here's that Audio-Technica shotgun mic, AT875R. There you go. So yeah, and I have a bunch of just stuff in here. Again, I'll give you from this angle. This is the closet I was just in. You got the V-drums, got the desk. You have the drum set, 8-foot tall panels. You have the door that we walked in, the couch, and then this huge sound panel here. So that's the studio. Download the gear list, and so you can kind of reference everything I just talked about, all the drums I have, all the mics, all the cymbals, whatever, and I'll see you in the next video.